In 1968, a U.S. military biologist walked into a Guam forest to count birds. He found none. 0 birds singing, 0 birds flying, just silence. 10 years earlier, that same forest held 2,300 birds per square mile. Now it was a graveyard. What he discovered next shocked the entire scientific community. The trees were still there. The plants were alive. But something had eaten everything else. Every bird, every bat, every small mammal. And nobody in the military had reported it. They knew. They absolutely knew. Internal documents prove they'd been tracking the collapse since 1962. But they said nothing. Because admitting the truth meant admitting responsibility for one of the fastest ecological collapses in human history. This is the story of how 2 snakes hitched a ride on a military cargo plane. How they multiplied into 2 million. And how they killed 99.9% of Guam's native birds in just 10 years. But here's what nobody talks about. The snakes are still there, still multiplying, and they're already spreading to other islands. Let's go back to 1950. World War II just ended. Guam became America's crucial Pacific military hub. Cargo planes landed every single day. Ships docked constantly. Nobody checked what came off those planes. Nobody inspected the cargo. And that was the mistake that destroyed everything. The brown tree snake, native to Papua New Guinea and Australia. Nocturnal, venomous, and absolutely devastating to bird populations. Somehow, somewhere, at least 2 of them slithered into a cargo hold. They survived the 2,400-mile journey, and they landed on an island with 0 natural predators. Guam had 12 native bird species: the Guam rail, the Guam flycatcher, the Micronesian kingfisher, species that existed nowhere else on Earth. They'd evolved for thousands of years without snakes. They nested on the ground. They had no fear response. They were completely defenseless. The snakes couldn't believe their luck. Neither could the rats that came with them. But here's the thing. For the first 8 years, nobody noticed anything wrong. Birds were still everywhere. Forests were still loud with singing. Scientists visited and saw nothing unusual, because invasive species don't work like that. They don't gradually increase. They explode. And by the time you notice, it's already too late. By 1958, the snake population hit a tipping point. What happened next was unprecedented. Between 1958 and 1968, Guam lost 10 of its 12 native bird species. Completely extinct. Gone forever. The snakes were breeding at an insane rate. Each female laid up to 12 eggs per year. They had no predators, unlimited food, perfect conditions. By 1968, scientists estimated 2 million brown tree snakes on Guam. That's 50 snakes per acre in some areas. The highest snake density ever recorded anywhere on Earth. And they were eating everything. Birds, bats, lizards, eggs, baby mammals. The forest went silent. But here's where it gets darker. Military documents from 1962 show they knew. A U.S. Air Force environmental report specifically noted declining bird populations near Andersen Air Force Base. They connected it to snake sightings. They just didn't care enough to act. Because acting meant explaining how they let it happen. It meant funding, investigations, bad press. So they buried it. But the ecological collapse couldn't stay hidden. Trees stopped reproducing. Without birds to spread seeds, plant diversity crashed by 61%. Spider populations exploded 40 times normal levels. Without birds eating them, webs covered everything. The entire food chain collapsed from the top down. And then the snakes started causing a different problem. Power outages. Snakes climbing electrical equipment caused 1,200 power failures between 1978 and 1997. Each outage cost an average of $0.5 million. Total economic damage, $0.5 billion. That's billion with a B. But the military still didn't launch a serious eradication program. Want to know why? What investigators found in 1993 changed everything. In 1993, a congressional investigation revealed the real reason nobody acted. Multiple military contractors were making money from the snake problem. Companies got contracts to repair snake damage. $0 million per year in electrical repairs alone. wildlife control companies got millions annually to manage snakes near military housing.